everyone. I'm Jill Nicolini, and on behalf of Hester Van Hooven, the editors of the Music and Sound Retailer and DJ Times, plus the rest of our team, welcome to day 3 of Convention TV at NAMM. It's been a packed week already, as you know, and NAMM is only halfway over. As always, there's been a ton of new product debuts and breaking news, but NAMM is also about education and training for MI retailers in everything it takes to run a successful business. And those things are important to us here at Convention TV too. With that in mind, we talked to the folks at Reverb about the importance of building a strong online presence for your store.
I'm here with Mark Anselk from Reverb. Mark, what advice do you have for retailers looking to increase their online business?
Sure. Well, presentation is key, right? You want to make sure that you have clear photos, visible photos, detailed descriptions. I'd also recommend incorporating used into your strategy. Used gear is kind of like a calling card for your business. It's unique to you. It's what helps you differentiate yourself from everyone else.
And if a retailer doesn't already have a Reverb site set up, how would a retailer go about setting one up?
Sure, Reverb is extremely easy to use. All you'd have to do is go to reverb.com. In the upper right-hand corner, there's a button that says sign up, and we'll walk you through each step. If that's difficult, or if you're having a hard time doing it, you could always call in, chat in, hunt me down. I'm happy to help too.
Mark, we have congratulations in order for you because we are presenting you with the 2020 Music and Sound Award for Outstanding Service Provider.
Thank you so much. This is an honor. On behalf of Reverb, I just want to thank everybody. This is awesome. Thank you very much.
In-ear monitors are looking like a hot product category for 2020, and according to Mike Dias of the In-Ear Monitor International Trade Organization, they make a great add-on for just about any musical instrument sale. Here's Mike with more on how retailers can sell these products in their stores.
So let's start with Sean Bowman, Sales and Marketing Director for Shure's Retail Division. Sean, who are in-ears for? And how has Shure been so successful in selling into the channel?
Yeah, thanks, Mike. If you're using in-ear monitors as opposed to a wedge setup, in a live application, it'll really help cut down on the stage volume. And when you do that, it does a couple different things. First, it can help your front of house engineer get a cleaner mix, and it can also help save your ears. As we know, hearing loss for musicians, it's kind of an important thing. So in-ear monitors is a great way to protect your hearing. The second benefit for a customer is really, I think, being able to get exactly the mix that you want so you can give your best performance. Even with some of the personal monitor mixers that are out there now, you can tune your own mix, or if you're perhaps performing with a larger touring band, you might have a monitor engineer who can just get you exactly the mix that you want for your monitor wherever you are on the stage. But for retailers, when we think about the ways that Shure, partners with retailers and helps them be successful in selling in-ear monitor systems, I think one of the things is that it's a really consultative sale. It's kind of one of those solutions for customers that if you have a technically trained sales staff, you can really provide extra value for the customer that they're going to appreciate. One of the things Shure has done to really help with that consultative selling process is to develop training programs. So we have a combination of a sales rep team that goes around to our retailers and does training with those sales teams. We also have an online training program called Shure Audio Institute. And it's just been a great help, and we're seeing tremendous success in the growth of the in-ear monitor category.
Great, let's jump over to Carl Cartwright from Westone. Carl is an industry pioneer, and his original designs are seen reverberating throughout this industry. Carl, how are in-ears a natural upsell for any instrument or microphone purchase?
Well, the in-ear monitor allows better clarity of sound, and you can listen at a volume that you choose. But it's a trend that's happening in the whole performing arts world. Is we're trying to get better at controlling volume, trying to get better at hearing exactly what the sounds, the tones, the timing are. And so an in-ear monitor goes with anything from like a new guitar amplifier that now, a lot of them are available where you can switch out the speaker, you can put your headphones in, or better yet, your monitor, and hear your tone. So, they go hand in hand because they can improve the performance capabilities for any musician, whether they're just starting out, because they hear better, they hear faster, they hear clearer, and they provide a performance that really has to be heard to be believed.
Thank you, Carl, and thank you for all the innovations that you and your brother have done for the industry. Now we're going to talk with Doug Levy from JH Audio. Doug has a tremendous background in the worship world. He mixes, he plays, he's been a technical director, and he has helped countless churches and praise and worship bands transition over to in-ears. So Doug, how do in-ears help a worship service?
They really just allow the team to connect better, and when the team connects better, you're able to lead your congregation better. So, in-ears just kind of really allow you to do that. And the better you can do that, the better you can lead. And that's really what our job is as worship leaders up on stage, is to lead. So, just a good universal fit in-ear monitor is a great start. Gets your team going. You can always bump up to customs down the road if that's what your team needs, just to give yourself a little bit more flexibility and sound quality and everything. But yeah, if you can get into in-ears quick, you can do it pretty cheap if you do it right, and you can really bless your congregation.
Wonderful. Thank you, Doug.
Thank you.
Let's talk to Philippe DePolens from Ultimate Ears. Philippe is the general manager and vice president of Ultimate Ears Pro. And up to now, we've been talking about universal in-ears in the retail space. And Philippe, I know Ultimate Ears has had tremendous success with moving the customs into retail. Tell us about that, please.
So I'd love to, yeah. So as you know, Ultimate Ears is celebrating 25 years this year. So we're super excited about this. But also, over those last 25 years, we know that the journey to get an Ultimate Ears in-ear monitors was relatively difficult. And the reason for that is because you had to get an ear impression, and therefore it was relatively difficult to go into a retail environment to do that, because the training and the entire system to set that up was pretty difficult. For the last 2 or 3 years, we've invested a lot of time, energy, and also money in technology and processes to make that more real. And so I'm very pleased to show you at this show a new system that we have that we called the Fit Kit. And what that means is you have very simple silicone tips that you put inside your ear. You inject a little bit of UV light in there, and then within a minute, you have an imprint of your ear. The beauty of this system is it requires no technical skills to do that, and we could easily make that happen into a store. And it's exactly what we're doing right now.
Wonderful. Thank you.
The NAMM Show doesn't end when the show floor closes. With a number of NAMM at Night events, there's always another electric experience just around the corner. Download the NAMM Show's mobile app for the latest schedule and locations for concerts and special events.
It looks like our crew has another report to file. Let's go down to the show floor to see what they've got in store for us.
That's right, Jill. I'm here with Paul Youngblood over at Tascam. Paul, tell us about the new Model 12.
My pleasure. We have the new Model 12 here. It is called the Integrated Production Suite because it has many components to it. First and foremost, it looks like a simple analog mixer with all its ease and use. However, inside it's very sophisticated in that it has an internal 12-track multi-track recorder. It has a USB audio interface integrated into it. It also is a control surface for DAW, and it has an input called TRRS, which makes it perfect with mix minus for podcasting and live streaming.
Now let's take a look at a truly amazing event that took place last night, the She Rocks Awards, one of my favorites. In addition to recognizing the amazing musical contributions of women like Gloria Gaynor, Linda Perry, and Lizzie Hale, the event also spotlighted some incredible women in the MI industry. And ConventionTV at NAMM had a front row seat for it all. Here are some sights and sounds from the event itself.
We must be the ones that open the door and welcome other women into a place where they can be leaders and they can be the future, the inspiration for others. And that is why we are here tonight.
All my life, I've wanted to be a rock star, even as a classical guitarist. And I salute you for recognizing those of us who are not literal rock stars, but who are rock stars in other ways in the music industry.
Couldn't be more honored to honor the legendary Susie Quattro.
I want to clear up a little myth about women. We do have balls. We keep them in our heads so they don't get kicked.
This just has to be as awesome as you. And this just has to be as cool.
We got you a badass explorer because you explore inspiration like no one else. She rocks.
Thank you so much, guys.
Great to see the ladies in the MI industry get their due, right? Well, now let's check in with Hester, another amazing woman, who has another report for us from the show floor.
I'm here with Jeffrey McCabe of Sophia Tremolos and Tysonics. Jeffrey, can you tell us what's new for you all this year?
Hey, thanks. We just incorporated as Big Kids because we are big kids making great products. And Sophia is dedicated to Mother Earth. It's the Greek name for Mother Earth and wisdom, and we feel honored to work with that. Now Big Kids is taking on Tysonics as a sister brand, and we're hand-making guitars here in more and more level at the USA of musicians building musical instrument hardware for other musicians in the world. The heart of the Sophia Tremolo system centers around the Global Tuner Pro, which has two retractable pins to stabilize the tremolo and bring it back to top dead center, much like the suspension on a car. You can see it here in action. You can see the pins there, and you can see the white tubes stick out the back as it brings it back. So it engages one way or the other back to top dead center, and we have extraordinarily stable tuning. This is the Tysonic 6-screw upgrade for a vintage Stratocaster made out of high-grade space-age titanium, rings like a bell, very resonant, very light.
The NAMM Show doesn't end when the show floor closes. With a number of NAMM at Night events, there's always another electric experience just around the corner. Download the NAMM Show's mobile app for the latest schedule and locations for concerts and special events.
Let's run down some of the amazing events that are going on tonight at NAMM. We'll kick it off with the 35th Annual NAMM Tech Awards. If you like to laugh, then you are in luck because Fred Armisen of Saturday Night Live and Portlandia fame will be the MC. And music legend Joni Mitchell will be there to receive the Les Paul Innovation Award. The event will take place in the Anaheim Hilton Pacific Ballroom. Doors open at 6:45 p.m. for general admission, with the award show beginning sharply at 7 p.m. But the party doesn't stop there. Ibanez is hosting a very special concert at the House of Blues tonight, with the doors set up to open at 7 p.m. And none other than guitar god Steve Vai will be taking on that stage.
I wanna fly like an eagle to the sea.
To the guy who needs nothing but a guitar to say, here's who I am, Mr. Les Paul.
But I would like to present this to Sting.
I always wanted to have a Les Paul. I never imagined that he would give me one himself.
This is a real award. T-Bone is the last connection to all the golden inspiration that led me to this room tonight.
If it wasn't for Les, we'd probably all be playing acoustic guitars, you know, in mono.
How many Les Pauls do you have to destroy to win the Les Paul Award?
Here I come, Robin.
Hello,
We deserve not just a seat at the table, but that first chair.
There's always a door that will open, so just walk in and see what's on the other side.
Now we have groups like Bass Nectar going out there. What fascinates them is more environmentally complex things.
Now, we all know that NAMM is a NAMM without new products, so let's take a look at some gear that's being shown for the first time on the show floor. Here's something to relish. Trinity is Relish Guitar's first solid body model produced in cooperation with PT Court in Indonesia. It features Relish's patented instant pickup swapping system, available in 3 metallic finishes. Trinity sports a comfortable and lightweight basswood body. It comes with 2 open slots on the back for instant pickup access, and its modern C-shaped Canadian maple neck and 24 medium jumbo frets ensure fantastic playability. A little birdie told me about this next product. Actually, it was a seagull. Seagull Guitar's S6 Classic Black AE is the latest addition to the S6 series lineup. Its black semi-gloss top and black washed back and sides are sure to turn some heads.
I'm here with Pat Cristiano at Seagull. So Pat, tell us about the latest in your S6 series.
Absolutely. So Esther, this year we're really excited to introduce the S6 Classic Black AE as part of the Seagull line. It's got this really nice matte black finish here with a really cool white pickguard that just pops. Gives a really cool Johnny Cash kind of vibe and whatnot. If you flip it over and look at the back and sides here, it's Canadian Wild Cherry semi-gloss, and it's got this really nice black washed finish. So you can really see the grain on that just really pops, and it's really, really cool. And if you move over here, as far as the neck, it's a 25.5 scale neck, so you got a lot of harmonic richness when you play. It sounds really great.
The calendar may have just changed to 2020, but you better get ready for 2028. I'm talking about DPA's 2028 vocal microphone. It needs a little or no EQ, allowing an artist to hone in on their vocals as if they were not using a microphone at all.
I'm here with Jared Reno at DPA. So Jared, tell us about the 2028 vocal microphone.
Sure. 2028 vocal microphone. It's our new supercardioid condenser handheld. It's got a very flat on and off axis frequency response. So what that's going to do is help the engineer be able to shape the sound rather than fix the sound. So any on-stage bleed that comes into it will not muddy the mix. It comes in an XLR handle, and then also you can buy it ready for any kind of wireless out there. The capsule itself is shock mounted, so it's very roadworthy. You can throw it in your road case and go on tour not worrying about it.
You never know what amazing things you'll see at NAMM, and it looks like our crew managed to find something we just had to show you. Take it away, guys.
I'm here with Jim Reed, product specialist at RCF. Jim, tell us about the TT4 series.
Thank you. We're happy to show the TT4 series this year. It's comprised of 3 different enclosures. Each enclosure has a different waveguide configuration, but all 3 share the same driver configuration, which is 2 10-inch low-frequency drivers, 1 4-inch high-frequency driver. And the cool thing about this is that each one you could rotate and move the high-frequency driver in a different location for multiple applications. As you can see on the back here, it's also equipped with our proprietary network and monitoring software called RDNet.
So as we've been reporting all week, 2020 is proving to be a big year for anniversaries, and here's another huge one. Music industry mainstay Casio is celebrating the 40th anniversary of its entry into the electronic keyboard market. Let's go down to Hester, who is joined by a special guest from the company to talk about this incredible milestone. Hey, Hester.
I'm here at Casio with Maeda. Congratulations on 40 years in the MI industry. That's quite something. So I was wondering if you could take us back to 1980 when Casio made the decision to enter the keyboard market. Why was that an important move from Casio?
40周年のお祝いありがとうございます。私ども1980年に、創業者の一人である、カシオ敏夫というエンジニアがカシオトーン CT201 という商品を生み出しました。彼は演奏できないんですけれども、音楽の楽しみを一人でも多くの人に広めたいという思いで作られたのが事業のスタートです。
Thank you very much for the comment, for the congratulations. In 1980, one of the founders, which is Casio brothers, he wanted to make a product which can make the people who can enjoy musical instruments. That was the initial start of Casio.
The 2020 NAMM Show now features an expanded suite of showcase environments, which serve as a community center and launchpad for new ideas and innovations. Be sure to visit every showcase located throughout the campus, including the Boutique Guitar Showcase, Entertainment Technology Showcase, Innovator Showcase, Loudspeaker System Showcase, Lounge 88 Showcase, Software, and Synth Showcase. Download the NAMM Show's mobile app to navigate to the locations of these showcases. Sophia Tremolos announces purchasing and reintroducing SoCal's Tysonics vintage titanium guitar hardware company together under one roof. Big Kids Inc., premium musical instrument hardware built and designed by musicians for everyone.
For this year's show, we called in the experts at the music and sound retailer's sister publication, DJ Times, to provide an in-depth coverage of all things DJ. Here's DJ Times editor Jim Tremaine with more.
Here we are with Justin DeLay of the online marketplace Reverb, and we want to talk a little bit about the home studio market, and especially as it relates to DJs who want to become producers and perhaps hit makers in the future. What are you seeing in the home market for DJs?
Sure. Well, to me it's really interesting because we're starting to see more and more of the traditional studio engineer or producer mindset and that DJ mindset really coming together. It kind of started with some of these hybrid products where you could mix, remix, and create beats. And I think once you start making music, you go to your home studio and you say, okay, how do I make this better? And what we see is one of the first areas of upgrade is in their actual studio monitors. DJs are used to big club systems and they want to get that big sound back. So, we see the KRK Rockets is a big entry point for DJs into the world of studio gear. The Yamaha series has been very successful for them. And then inevitably, one of the first studio upgrades that DJs and producers make is to get up into the focals, et cetera, really focusing in on the sound quality they're getting back out of their studio rig.
Also, you're going to need an interface and a DAW. So what are some of the trends that you see in those segments?
Sure. Well, I can say Focusrite continues to be a really popular option across kind of a range of sizes in terms of number of inputs. We see a lot of DJs start with a more small format, and then as they figure out that they want more inputs, kind of scale up through that. A lot of good brands there. PreSonus has got some new stuff coming out this year, I know. And then, just in terms of the overall software landscape, we see, because Ableton has the hardware integration as well, we see Ableton continue to be successful there. Depending on what the DJ is doing, if they're just recording their sessions, Logic, Pro Tools, etc. I think some of what Bitwig is doing is pretty interesting in that space as well. Kind of this, again, kind of a hybrid software platform. But to me, it really becomes kind of that. You look at what Native Instruments is doing, incorporating more of the beat production into the traditional DJ software. I think it's kind of an interesting. One's going this way and the other one's going this way, and that kind of hybridization of what's happening in the middle.
So now it seems like it's easier than ever for a DJ to become an actual producer and artist.
Oh, 100%. I think once you go down the rabbit hole of starting to remix music, you start to think, okay, I'm only a half step away from making my own music, and with drum machines and with all the plugins and everything that's available now, you're only a couple of clicks away from really creating your own music and taking that next step.
We are back again with Randy White of Chuck Levin's Washington Music Center in Wheaton, Maryland. So Randy, talking about the home studio market for remixers, producers, what is the state of that segment these days?
I think it's probably the best that we've seen really in the history of all this business. You're seeing incredible studio monitors coming out, new Tannoys, KRK constantly updating, Yamaha's in the mix, and there's a lot of little boutique types, great DAWs, interfaces, software, a lot of software support, online YouTube videos. So you can really, for somebody that's just starting off, there's such a great base of information for them to learn and expand their knowledge with it, clinics. So it's probably the best time that we've ever seen for that.
And for a DJ who really wants to make his or her mark in the business, they really do have to make music, don't they?
There's the only way, a mobile DJ doesn't worry about it, but somebody that's a club DJ, you can't just walk into a club and play music and think you're going to get out. You have to put out your own music, have your own social media, build your own following, and from there then that will help open some of those doors.
What are some of the new products that you're looking for in the studio world at this NAMM?
new SSL interface, bringing SSL level preamps, to someone for under $500. So it's giving pro products at a reasonable price. PreSonus always has new product coming out. There'll be a lot of stuff on the floor, Tannoy monitors. So there's a lot of different things that are going to be on the floor, microphones, everything you would need.
Okay. Thanks, Randy. Back to you, Jill.
And for even more on the DJ market, here's Hester, who caught up with the party people at Pioneer DJ. Take it away, girl.
I'm with Jay Brannon at Pioneer DJ. So Jay, tell me about the XDJ XZ.
Well, you know what? I'm not only excited to tell you about it. Hi, Joe. But it's the newest thing I've got that's a hybrid controller. It controls not only audio from a flash drive as a standalone 2-channel with 2 control service, but also you can use a laptop and run 4 channels. And it's the only controller in the marketplace that'll run software on 2 channels while running an internal flash drive on the other 2 channels, making it a one-of-a-kind piece. 2 CDJ 2000 Nexus 2s, the full-size platter as well as all the layout, 2 independent microphones with mids and a feedback killer. Then going into the mixer section, which is really a DJM 900 Nexus 2. The 6 color effects, the multi-beat effects that will work with software or standalone, and then repeated over here on the 2nd control service. I can use my USB drive to control 2, or I can add software to control all 4, or mix and match because it's a hybrid controller. And for sound guys and gals, I've got a 3-band EQ on the master output.
Thanks for that report, Hester. Now, like any good DJ, NAMM really keeps the party going all night long. Well, I'm sleeping. But tonight's no exception, trust me, because Yamaha has another top-notch concert lined up for the evening. The Tower of Power 50th Anniversary Concert will celebrate a half-century of incredible music from the soul, funk, and R&B ensemble. It all takes place on the Grand Plaza, directly outside the Anaheim Convention Center, starting at 6 p.m. And not to be outdone, RCF will present the Ultimate NAMM Night, a special edition of Ultimate Jam Night, starting at 7 p.m. in the Hilton Anaheim, California ballrooms C and D. Convention TV at NAMM is brought to you by Testa Communications, publisher of the music and sound retailer DJ Times and Sound and Communications magazines, as well as their monthly newsletter, The Retail Report. Now you can watch Convention TV throughout the Anaheim Convention Center and in select hotels. Each episode runs 24 hours a day, and you can also watch us online, on demand. Just go to msretailer.com and click the Convention TV tab right at the top of the page. Now, for more of our continuing coverage of NAMM 2020, here's Hester, who's standing by with microphone manufacturer Earthworks.
I'm here with Gareth at Earthworks. So Gareth, tell us what is new for you guys here at NAMM.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, so we're bringing out and finally shipping our brand new vocal mic capsules. This is the 3314. We also make a 5314, the wireless versions of our brand new vocal mic we debuted last year, the SR314. We're really excited about it. Lots of folks have been waiting on that, and so we're finally shipping that here at this show. We've also got a brand new instrument clip-on mic that we're debuting, not yet shipping, but we're so excited about it.
ProLight and Sound, NAMM Russia, and NAMM Musikmesse Russia provide a unique opportunity for exhibitors to expand their brand's global reach in the dynamic Russia and CIS market. For more information, visit the Musikmesse booth at Lobby D, booth number 33.
Okay, we have a cool new feature to introduce. Now, each year, NAMM welcomes a number of first-time exhibitors to the Anaheim Convention Center, right? Well, for years, we've profiled a few of these first-timers in the pages of the music and sound retailer. But this year, we decided to show these companies a little more love on Convention TV as well. So here's a special look at some standouts from the NAMM new class of 2020.
Hey, my name is Wouter Hietkamp. I'm from the Netherlands, and my reason to be at NAMM here for the first time is my baby here. It's the drum set. It's the Wiz drum, and this drum set is very compact and low in sound volume, and it's almost completely 3D printed.
Hi, I'm Mike Butera with Artifon, and we make musical instruments that anyone can play. We started a couple years ago. We launched the Instrument 1 on Kickstarter, and since then we launched Orba just last month, and we did a 1.4 million Kickstarter raise, which was a lot of fun. Orba is a handheld musical instrument. You can play drums, bass, chord, and lead. You can loop all that, built-in synth and speaker.
wheel that controls YouTube video and other online instructional videos so that you can keep your hands on the guitar or any instrument and off the computer mouse, or the mouse for the computer. So what it does is, it does the normal controls, play, pause, jump back, jump forward, but what makes our product unique is that it loops. So you can put an in point and an out point, loop any section of the video, and if you want to slow it down, we also have that function.
Aloha, this is Uncle Ook from Hug Ukulele from the Big Island of Hawaii. Here to introduce our line of ukuleles to you. We've got everything from entry-level ukuleles over here to handmade ukuleles over here. Something for every member of your ukulele family. Okay, every year in Hug Ukulele we try to do something a little special, something you won't find anywhere else. This year we did a pineapple ukulele. This is a spalted mango top with the mother pearl inlay and a hand-carved golden acacia body.
Stop by Oasis, booth 1807 in Hall E, and get 2 packs of our fluorocarbon GPX ukulele strings for the price of 1.
Okay, I just received word that we've landed an exclusive interview. Let's head down to the show floor for more.
That's right, Jill. We wanted to pay tribute to Neil Peart, one of the greatest drummers of rock and roll history, who passed away January 7th. So we met up with Scott Donnell of DW Drums to tell us a little bit more about how Neil impacted millions of fans and musicians across the globe.
Aside from the fact that he was such a well-known player and a visionary, I think, and a wordsmith, which a lot of people know and some people don't, wrote a lot of lyrics, was an author, published author. He was a great human being. He was a very soft-spoken, private individual, and he'll be missed. I mean, we want to celebrate his life as much as we possibly can, because I know that's what Neil would want, and I know that Neil also, he didn't like a lot of fuss, so he wouldn't like all the tributes. But I think all of us feel the need to sort of celebrate his life and what he brought to all of us, and we miss him I feel like the DW family is missing a family member, and there's a few things that we have in our vault from Neil that I think will, not product related, that I think we'll hopefully work on with the help of the people at Rush and make sure that his memory lives on.
It wouldn't be a NAMM show without great music now, would it? There are so many talented musicians playing around the show floor and on various stages around the convention center. So before we go, here are some of the highlights.
Day 3 of Convention TV at NAMM, and I hope you enjoyed watching us. Tomorrow we will have even more NAMM Show coverage, including some of the best moments from the first 3 days. And remember, you can watch all of our Convention TV broadcasts on demand on any device by visiting msretailer.com. For Hester Van Hooven and for the teams at the Music and Sound Retailer and DJ Times, I'm your host, Jill Nicolini, wishing you a great night and great rest of the show. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Imagine a world with more music. Rhythms and melodies that dare us to move when our differences divide us. I want to create for beautiful moments. Music that inspires and fills the air with hope. I will mix frequencies that resonate. What I create will help me find my voice. Something powerful and strong. It won't be easy. It might seem impossible, but we will create anthems that unite us.
Our music
can change the world.